Shabbat Shalom, Temple Sinai. This week we turn from the beginning of Genesis to the story of Noah. And there's a fascinating choice of words that pops up early in the Torah portion that rings totally different this year than at least it has in any other year for me. Early on, the society in which Noah lives is described as being filled with Hamas. And the Hebrew word Hamas means lawlessness or violence. Now, Hamas rings to our ears as something very different. We hear that word and we think of the terrorist organization that's in charge of Gaza. And that word, Hamas, is an Arabic acronym that is, the liberation of Israel or something. But there is also a word Hamas in Arabic. And the word Hamas in Arabic means bravery or valor or strength. And in so many ways, that difference between lawlessness and violence and bravery and bravado and strength and valiantry describes what's going on. One side sees themselves consumed by violence, and the other side says, no, we are liberators, we're doing this. And the reality is we're stuck in the middle. We're stuck living with a war. And so the question is, how do we deal with this? What do we do? I think the answer is, because we don't have an ark like Noah has, we can't just escape off into the rains. We've got to figure out a way to build. We've got to figure out a way to find peace and find a path for peace, even in the midst of violence and even in the midst of the bravado that comes with terrorism and those who are committing terror. The regular Palestinian people and the regular Israeli people aren't doing the same things. They're not seeing the same things. They're seeing the difference in those two words. And one of the challenges that we need to do is to be able to see the other side of the word so that we're all understanding at least two of the valences of that word, if not multivalence of the word. And in doing that, we learn how to live with each other, how to see that others can have a claim to Holy Land just as we do, and that we can share it. And we figure out a way to move beyond the violence, to move beyond all of the difficulties. Right now, we're in the middle of a war. I don't know how long it's going to last, but I pray that we figure out a way as a society to build an ark for all of us, not to escape, but rather a pathway forward that allows us to create a better world. I hope you'll join us for services. Friday evening, Shabbat services are at 7 o'clock. Saturday morning, Torah study at 8:30, services at 9:15. On Sunday, we have a special conversation about Israel. It was originally a brotherhood discussion on Reform Zionism, but we've changed that and opened it up to a broader conversation about Israel, and we invite everyone in the congregation to join us. That will be Sunday morning here at the temple. Monday evening, Cantor's Musar class will continue, and all of the other programs at the temple are continuing as well. Our Talmud class, our Torah class, all of the usual things. For now, we pray for peace in Israel. We pray for peace for all who are being attacked. We pray for peace for all who have suffered. And we pray for a just end, a time when people can see that we gain more by sharing than we do by being divided. Hamas is a challenging word, it's a challenging concept, but we can overcome it, we can move past it. And that's my prayer this Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom, look forward to seeing you at the temple.